How long did it take before you could joke about what was happening?
It take a little time and probably take maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks. When it starts, I go to the shelter and I live in a shelter. Like I have been living in a shelter for a month. It's so strange when you understand, a lot of people saw my stand-up, like this international attention from the world. But it's all because of the war, and like war become part of your promotion. And it's a little bit, sometimes I feel like guilty for that.
Hello and welcome to the DeadAnt ChatRoom. I'm your host Bhanush Kapil, and joining us today is Anton Tymoshenko, who's a comedian from Ukraine who recently went viral after releasing a video of a stand-up set at a bomb shelter. How are you doing, Anton?
Hi, I'm fine. Thanks for invitation for this kind of podcast. I'm well. It's difficult to describe your feeling because in Ukraine, or each day you have like very different types of your emotion. Like you can be okay in the morning, and then in an hour you can feel very bad because of the news and all this stuff in Mariupol now. So in general, I feel okay because I'm alive. That's pretty much important for me for now. So I'm okay for now.
How are things in Kyiv right now? How is the mood?
Kyiv is pretty well for now. Well, it's also, when you ask this like normal questions, it's really difficult to answer normal for you because,
Yes.
for example, I try to describe the Kyiv life for now. Like people hanging out on the streets, like first restaurants and cafes start to open up. People start to like have fun a little bit, and then like it was 5 days ago. 5 days ago, the rocket hit the building right in the center of the city.
Yes.
It was something about 900 meters from my flat, from my apartment. So now I moved. That's really true. I moved to another district in my city. Not because of the rocket, it was my plan, but it's a little bit funny. So, and after the rocket hit a house, like not far from you, you start to think, well, what I have to do now? Can I feel okay? Can I return to normal life? And you never understand what kind of feeling you have. I try to turn it in a joke, and for now I try to write some new jokes. It helps me to fight with these emotions. I will tell you a joke. One of the joke. Give me a second. I rent a house. I rent a flat in Kyiv, and it costs like $600 in a month. And it was free for the last 2 months because of the war. But this month, my owner said that you need to pay something for me because, like people back to normal life, so you need to back to payment life too. And I say, yeah. And then I heard this when this rocket hit the building, just 9 meters from me. For me, this was a sound of a discount, I'm just listening like, okay, that means minus 900, minus all money from my apartment rent because these rockets fall from the sky of these buildings. I don't need to pay. Some kind like that. So this is kind of life in here. You can offer coffee, but you're always asking for a coffee without a bump on your head, please. Is it possible?
Yeah, I think humor is always an important way to cope in these sort of situations. But what
humor,
was it?
our president, so it's very important for now for us.
How long did it take before you could joke about what was happening?
It take a little time and probably take maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks. When it starts, maybe after when it starts, I go to the shelter and I live in a shelter like I have been living in a shelter for a month. I only joking on my phone, like I made tweets or posts in Facebook and something like that. I can't go to the show. My friends, they start to do stand-up shows after a month of beginning of the war. And first time I say that I will not join them because I was not sure I'm ready to say something to people, say something fun. And only after like 5 weeks after the Russian retrieves, I start to take a part in stand-up shows. And this English stand-up I made, it was only my third stand-up after war began. But what helped me in those moments? A lot of people, when I like tweet something on Twitter or make some posts, people wrote to me that they really like my kind of jokes, and these jokes really help them to go through this situation. And I start to feel that this important stuff to joke now. You just need to understand that your jokes not only jokes, your jokes is part of the like informational war with Russia, and you help people to go through, and you can use your joke to destroy Russian propaganda, to make it absurd, because it's absurd as it is. But it's really easy to make jokes of Russian propaganda. You just read the title, and this is a joke. So when I start to think that my jokes is kind of weapon too, it's helped me better to start do something like this English stand-up too.
And where did the idea come to do it in English and then record and release it?
Yeah, the idea come when I understand that people in Ukraine don't have enough money to help. When you have a war in your country, you always try to help your army. You send a lot of money for your army, but you can't send it all the time because you don't have a job, because nobody working except this programists. I hate programists because they always have a job, and this job better than mine. Always, these programists have a lot of dollars. And I start to think that if we want to get some donates, probably I need to try to go farther on other audience, and it can be audience from abroad. And I know English a little. I was in USA for the summer as a special program, work and travel. Probably maybe you have something like that in India too. It's just for students. You can go for a summer in other country and work there. And those experiences helped me to start to talk with mistakes, but just not afraid to talk. Because a lot of Americans talk with mistakes. Even Donald Trump was super ungrammar person. Is some kind of this work. I think maybe I try to get some donations from abroad. I have a couple of friends who journalists, and they have some audience in Twitter, and I ask them, can you retweet it? If you can, I just want to get some donations. They say, yeah, it's fine, we will. And then this is like, I don't know, this magic Twitter. I have to say that Twitter is my favorite social media now, because I will never get something like that from Instagram or Facebook, because Twitter can do something international much faster, as I understand now. And then Dara Briain, I don't know how Dara Briain retweet how he find this, and I just like, okay, that means something. All my friends start to say, oh, we need to do something in English too. If Dara Briain retweets Ukrainian stuff, probably we're not so bad. And I have to say, in Ukraine, we have a lot of great comedians, and maybe some of them can be even funnier than I am in some kind of their specials. But I'm pretty funny too. Yeah, but if they learn English and don't be afraid, I think they can be competitive on the international market. Yeah, I have a translator. Just it's so comfortable to talk like that. I just want to make some money for my army. This was the main idea. Yeah. This is the first idea.
I saw. I think it was a tweet or in an interview. You said that the bomb strike near your flat and the Dara O'Brien retweet happened within hours of each other. So that must have been like the bombing and the Dara O'Brien retweeting happened within 2 hours of each other. So that must have been an interesting thing.
Yeah, very interesting day in Ukraine. First, Dara O'Brien retweets you in Twitter, and you're thinking, okay, I'm a great stand-up comedian, and then a rocket hit the building, you can die. So you think, okay, I'm really appreciate that Dara Briain did this stuff before the rocket hit the house, because if I was dying and then Dara Briain retweets my stand-up, It was pity. It was pity.
That would be
So yeah, thanks.
bittersweet. Yes.
Yeah, bittersweet. Yeah. So thanks, Dara.
Uh,
Briain.
so how difficult was it setting up a show and shooting it in a bomb shelter in wartime?
Oh, it's not so difficult. Okay, you need to understand that for now in Ukraine, a bomb shelter is a lot of places, like a bar. I was living in hookah bar for the month because it was a shelter, like it's underground apartment, a lot of bars underground apartment. And this place where I filmed my stand-up, we also had some stand-up shows before the war at this place, not so many because it's too small, like to make big events, but we know about it. And when we decided to do something like stand-up show, we started to think we need to choose the deepest place in Kyiv to do stand-up. And we understand this place. It's called the Cellar of Culture. This is the name of this. This is a bar, like kind of bar. We asked them, can we do something in this bar and on these days? And they think, well, we can try if people will go, and we're not sure about that. And we tried like first couple of events, and people were really excited. This place is safe, so you can stay in this like cellar of culture and sleep if you wanna. But like in Ukraine now, we have a lot of shelters, so people don't need to live there, even like especially not especially don't need to live in this kind of shelter. They can go to more comfortable. I mean. And in general, this was pretty nice. The people were very excited. People really like to laugh in these days. Even they laugh sometimes more than I expect for this because because of the war, I'm as a stand-up comedian. I can't check my material enough. You know, when in usual life you can have like 5 or 6 events. You check your material, you make it better. But in this situation, I just talk first time and film it. And, okay, that's fine. I have a couple of friends in USA. I have like local stand-up comedians in New York. They helped me a little with grammar and also with understanding. I just ask them if this joke is understandable for like international audience, for your audience, for example, and they say, yeah, this kind of is okay, this kind of maybe not so okay, maybe you can shift something. So yeah, Turner Sparks and Michael Kaplan, right? Michael Kaplan, right? They helped me a lot in this situation.
And given that it's been, I think, quite a success, the people there enjoyed it also. Are you planning on maybe doing more of these?
Yeah, I definitely think about that because of Dara Briain did this stuff, and I just started. Yeah, and then a couple of days ago, I talked with the Telegraph. This is popular media, and I started to think maybe, I need to do something like that. You know, this is. I have one kind of feeling that a little bit stopped me because it's so strange when you understand, a lot of people saw my stand-up, like this international attention from the world, but it's all because of the war, and like war become part of your promotion, and it's a little bit, sometimes I feel like guilty for that. It's not right. I need to say that a lot of people in Ukraine like feel guilty just because we are still alive. Like I'm not in army now. My friend's not in army, and we all feel guilty. So we try to help as we can, like volunteering, help all this stuff. This is in our brain, this problem. So I need to go through this stuff because even of this like promotion of war, you need to use the situation to make bigger awareness of the world of this war in Ukraine. So I'm going to do more. I'm writing a couple of jokes now. I don't know how much time it will take because of the different emotional condition I had in Ukraine. But I think I will write something. I'm not sure what I need to do, like the short one, like one more gig with like 10, 20 minutes, or I need to write like an hour stuff that's take a lot of time, like a couple of months I need to write something. I'm just thinking about how to do it. it's difficult to get some contacts of HBO and Netflix to get special. So I will do it for me, probably more, not for a kind of streaming. But if you have contacts of Netflix, you can share. With them. I will try. That's even interesting. Even if I will not get some kind of world popularity, that's interesting for me to train my language, to get new connections, and to collect donates. Or for example, one of the guy from the Britain text me and he say we can try to do some kind of streaming stand-up, like you will perform in Ukraine and we will stream this stuff in our comedy cellar in Britain so people can donate. And I said, that's interesting idea. It's a little bit difficult in technician stuff probably, but we will solve this, I suppose. And this is a nice way to get some money for my country from abroad for now. Yeah, we will have this land lease from USA, but it will take a long time. So we need money for now. Yeah.
So this has obviously been a very dark time for Ukraine, but Ukraine has also emerged as a symbol of resistance because they've been able to defy the Russian military more than people expected. What are your hopes for your country and for yourself in the future now?
I really believe we will win. We have no other option except win in this war. That's a difficult question because for now it's really, for me and I suppose for my friends, people I know, that's really difficult to think about future now. A lot of people just planning their time on a couple of weeks. That's all future you can see for now because everything can change. Look, I try to write jokes about that. I try to do it in English. I mean, for example, when I use my Instagram and looking for stories of my friends, and I have a story of my friend who just reposts the article, what you can do in a nuclear war situation, for example. Just article, he wrote it like, just in case you can read. What do you mean just in case? Just in case of what? Of nuclear war? Just in case of nuclear war, I will die and you will die and everything will be destroyed. What do you mean just in case? And this is so, because of that, it's just so strange to think about future. I think that I can say for sure about Russian future. Russia future is very bad. This country is destroying itself, and I'm so angry about Russian people who did nothing to stop it even at this moment. They need to understand that it's not only about like Ukrainians dying, yes, but your country will like become nothing and you will die because of, I don't know, you will be hungry and you can't buy food in future. You need to think about that. I think Ukraine will win and we will live. We will be very happy and cheerful. I don't know. It's just difficult. You just asked me that, and I start to think, and it's really difficult to plan these future days in Ukraine. I have to say that Ukrainians become even. We were like in United Nation, but now we are like, I don't know how to, like a stone. All people to even like we have people in Ukraine who a little bit not so good. No, I mean, each country have like that. But even for now, even these people, nobody just attacks these people because it's not it's not important for this time. For this time, we all need to work together, and it shows that our country is I think have future because of we can forget about our we can forget about our disagreements and
Yes.
start to work for our aim, our main purpose. This is a victory in this war. So I think we have a nice future. I hope we will be a part of United Nations or NATO or something like that. Or I suppose I can say that after this situation, the world will change. Like all the world will change, and maybe we will see some kind of more unions. We will see more unions, I suppose, maybe in different type of unions in Europe, in the world, because everybody understands now the importance of safety, of international safety. and nobody wants to the repeat of these situations with Russia or with other countries, because there are other countries. We have a couple of countries in the world that little bit not so not so safe for now.
Yeah. Before we go, are there any ways that our listeners can help in terms of donating, or any other ways that they can help our people in Ukraine? Be happy for you to share those.
Oh, if you want to help for Ukraine, for me, the best place you can help for now, these links that I add on my video on YouTube, these two funds. This is Serhiy Pritula Fund and Come Back Alive Fund. Why they important for me? For example, we have a lot of funds who help with food, with AIDS, and with humanitarian some stuff. But these funds, they help for army. And you need to understand that it's difficult to stop war with the food or with the AIDS or with the blankets from United Nations. I hate this stuff. We need we need ammunition to defend, not to attack. We need ammunition to defend ourselves. That's why it's important to send money for these funds to make our army much powerful. And our army, if we will stop the war with the weapon, but it will reduce the number of dead people. If you will donate for like pets, food, AIDS, that's important. That's really important. But if you only donate for pets, food, and AIDS, you will never stop this war. So yeah, it's important to donate for these funds.
Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure talking to you. And,
thank you. This first time in my life I speak with Indian kind of media and comedians. That's really.
And I hopefully see you on the world tour.
I never was in India. I never been in India. I really want to visit. Yeah, it's super beautiful, nice country with super interesting tradition. Yeah, I really like. I saw a lot of video about your country, but I never been there. I need to go there. Yeah. I really thank you that you make your focus on Ukrainian problem and you're trying to show this situation, and even with this interview with me, I'm really appreciate it. Thank for you. Thank for your
we
help.
really appreciate you taking the time.
Okay, yeah, have a nice day. What I can say in the end of this, this is really interesting to talk with you. I can talk a whole day, but I need to work too. Yeah, I need to pay for rent for my another flat now. I need to pay something. Trying to get money from somewhere. I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks.